They laughed. They wrote him off. They said his legs were gone. His time was up. But on June 8th, 2025, in front of the world, a 40-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo answered in the only way he knows, with a performance that shook Europe. If I had to break my leg, I would have, for Portugal. That was his post-match reaction. His voice cracked, his eyes wet. After a tense 2-2 draw in regulation and extra time, Portugal beat Spain 5-3 in the penalty shootout to win the UEFA Nations League final at Allianz Arena. This was not just a win. It was Ronaldo's night, his moment. As an expert watching his journey, I felt awe. This is not nostalgia. This is mastery at its peak. Spain struck first. They looked sharper in the opening stages. Zubamendi broke through early. Oyarzabal followed with a calm finish, putting Portugal under real pressure. But Portugal did not fold. In the 56th minute, Nuno Mendes pulled one back with a powerful header. Just 4 minutes later, Cristiano Ronaldo met a low cross and drilled the equalizer past Unai Simon. The stadium erupted. From 2 goals down, it was all square. The match tightened. Neither side gave anything away in extra time. It was a battle of nerves. Then came penalties. João Felix, Bruno Fernandes, and others stepped up. Spain missed one. Portugal stayed perfect. Final score, 2-2, 5-3 in the shootout. I was watching closely when Ronaldo made his move. His positioning dragged defenders out of place right before his goal. It was subtle, but so effective. If you slow the replay, you see it clearly. Nuno Mendes sent in a deep cross from the left. The ball hung in the air just long enough. Ronaldo did not wait. He burst into the box with a short run, read the flight perfectly, and met it first time with his right foot. The volley was clean. It thundered past Simone like a rocket. No hesitation, no second touch. It was instinct. His movement was no accident. Earlier in the sequence, he had drifted deep into midfield. Spain's backline hesitated. That moment of doubt gave him just enough space to finish. Cristiano moves like a 25-year-old. His post-match praise from Ricardo Carvalho summed it up perfectly. His timing is still elite. That volley was not just a goal. It crushed Spain's momentum. It felt like a turning point. Before kickoff, something subtle but powerful happened. Cristiano Ronaldo pulled young Lamine Yamal aside and gave him a message few veterans would offer to a rival. Leave him alone, let him grow. It was fatherly, respectful, and full of meaning. That gesture echoed beyond the tunnel. Bruno Fernandes later spoke about Ronaldo's role in keeping the locker room tight. He said, "There was unity, belief, and it came from him." The younger players followed his lead, not just on the field, but in how they carried themselves under pressure. That mentorship was more than words. It shaped the locker room atmosphere. It was leadership in action, and it mattered when the match reached its breaking point. This was not just another Ronaldo goal. It was his 138th international strike, making him the oldest ever scorer in a Nations League final. Portugal also became the first team to win the trophy twice. These are not random numbers. They are marks of a player stretching the limits of time. Think about this. In 2016, he lifted the European Championship in tears, injured, on the sideline. Now in 2025, he is front and center, scoring in the final, 40 years old. The arc is surreal. At 40, no decline, only evolution. That was the verdict from one analyst post-match, and it sticks with me. Watching him time runs with precision, it screamed football IQ, supremacy. After the final whistle, the celebration was wild, but Ronaldo stood still. His eyes were red, his voice was shaking. Winning for Portugal is always special. It is tears. Duty done. Those words came from a deeper place. Not for the cameras, for the country. Portugal manager Roberto Martinez later credited Ronaldo's presence before and after the final. He said it changed how the squad approached the whole tournament. Players spoke about the calmness in the camp, the confidence, the silence of doubt. Those tears reminded me, this is not CR7 for club, this is CR7 for country. Every gesture had gravity, every emotion had weight. With his contract ending in June 2025, this could have been Ronaldo's last major game for Portugal. He has already turned down playing in the upcoming Club World Cup. There are reports of offers from the United States, and he is thinking them over. There is also talk of the World Cup 2026. The door is not closed. He has not said yes. He has not said no. I sense this win might launch one last Ronaldo chapter, unfinished symphony. And then, as he stood with the medal around his neck, he turned to the camera and said, "When you talk about Portugal, it hits different." That line landed harder than any celebration. Ronaldo did not just win a trophy. He silenced Spain. He silenced doubters. At 40 years old, he reminded the world who he still is. What moment moved you most? Was it the goal, the tears, the tunnel talk? Subscribe for more content, Football is Stories, and tonight Ronaldo wrote another.